Hello everyone. In the geography optional previous year question paper discussion, today we are going to discuss the question number 2 from 2023. The question is about anticyclones, and the question is explain the characteristics and weather conditions associated with um, anticyclones, giving suitable examples. So, as a 15 more questions, let us give a small introduction for this. First, we should give a definitions for what is anticyclones. So the anticyclones are the high pressure system formed over formed over the subtropical high pressure belts and in the subpolar region. High pressure belt or in the subpolar region, it forms. Right, forms. Just opposite to the conditions of cyclones. We know in the cyclones, the low pressure will be in the center, but here in the anticyclones, the high pressure will be in the center. Okay. Um, Now we have to explain the characteristics and weather conditions actually. So the characteristics, if the isobar exists in the anticyclonic system like this, for example, the circular isobars, so we can draw a small diagram to answer this question. And the high pressure will exist in the center, and the surrounding regions will have relatively low pressure than this. For example, if it is 1015 millibar, and gradually it will decrease 1013, 1012, 1010, like this, 1009 millibar. Like this, the pressure gradient will be like this in the isobar. The characteristics is due to the high pressure in the center and low pressure in the outside, the wind will blow from center to outward. Suppose if it has formed over northern hemisphere, due to Coriolis force, the wind will deflect to its right in the northern hemisphere and it to the left in the southern hemisphere. So from high pressure to low pressure, actually the wind has to move in this direction, but due to the Coriolis force, the wind will flow like this. Like this. So the circulation will be in this direction, that is clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere due to the Coriolis force. So this is one of the characteristics. Okay, and then the wind velocity. Um, the wind velocity will be relatively slower than that of in the tropical cyclone because the pressure gradient is less here. In the tropical cyclone, the pressure gradient will be more steeper. Here, the pressure gradient is very gentle. So, due to the gentle pressure gradient, the wind velocity will be relatively very slow. And then size, other one characteristics we can compare. The size is much more larger than that of the temperate cyclone. Because temperate cyclone sometimes it extends up to 2000 kilometer. It is 75% larger than that of the temperate cyclone. So the size which exists up to 3000 kilometers sometime. Several lakh square kilometer it will cover. So the size can be explained. So the major characteristics, the high pressure system and the direction of the rotation and the wind velocity due to pressure gradient and the size. Then the high pressure and clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Then the wind descends from the upper part of the atmosphere due to the descending of the wind from upper part. Here the normal lapse rate is reversed. This is other one characteristics is reversed due to the descending of the air mass towards the center. Okay. Then it moves over ocean and in the continent. And um, if it is moving over the temperate region, then the front side will have the direction of westerly. Here we can see in the diagram. So it is towards west, towards east, that is west to east. So it is westerly in character. And in the rear side, it will be easterly here. So these are the major characteristics of the anticyclonic system. So we have explained 5 points. That's enough. Then for weather conditions associated with it is generally the anticyclonic condition is called as weatherless phenomena. It is generally called as weatherless phenomena because of the rainless conditions over the region. So it has a rainless fair weather. It will have the region will have. That's why it is called as a weatherless phenomena. Otherwise, due to the subsidence of air mass from the top, the atmospheric stability will be created. Atmospheric stability will be created. That's why it has no rain. This is other one condition. Then sometimes if the anticyclonic system travels over the ocean, if the ocean has the moisture content, it will give little amount of rainfall over some region. Rarely it gives little amount of rainfall is given by the anticyclone condition sometimes when the anticyclones moves over the ocean, warm surface ocean. Okay. So these are the major weather conditions associated with it. So it covers a very large part of this. And due to atmospheric stability and the cold conditions in the surface, the cold wave is created over this region. Okay, so these are the major weather conditions associated with this. Suitable examples they have asked. Mostly the anticyclonic conditions are developed over the European region and the nearby Atlantic Ocean and Canada, Alaska region here and nearby Pacific Ocean, the Northern Pacific. So nearer to the cold, temperate and subpolar regions. In these regions, it originate in the winter or in the summer season. If it has originated in the winter season, then the temperature will be very low. If it has originated during the summer season, the temperature will be a little high. So this is temperature will be very high. And many times we hear in the news about the cold waves in the northern high latitudes. So these are examples for the anticyclones. Okay. So that's as a 15-mark question. We have to give you a small definition for what is anticyclone in 2 lines. And then using the isobar diagram, we can explain all the characteristics using the diagram, the pressure gradient, size of the anticyclonic condition, the origin region, and the movement, the circulation, anti-clockwise, clockwise direction. Those things are the major characteristics. And then the weather conditions are very simple. So thus, by writing the answer with the suitable diagrams and by giving the suitable points, we can score very well in geography. Thank you all.